We would like to welcome our guests, the Huskies from Point-Jefferson High School.
Good afternoon, Husky fans. We are just gearing up. We're just gearing up here in Parker as the girls start their varsity round of basketball here. We are just gearing up to do the national anthem. We don't have a very good view of the flag, so we will keep it here on our team. And we will get started here in just a few minutes.
Thank you for your cooperation. We ask that you please stay off the playing surface following the game. Now please stand and show your respects by removing your hat, facing the flag, and placing your right hand over your heart as Parker 6th grader Isabella Kastner sings our national anthem. Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good job there. Parker had a 6th grader singing their national anthem for their school. It's always nice to be able to get some of these kiddos some experience doing some things. So we are here in Parker. Unfortunately, Kendall was unable to make it. They had a little girls basketball tournament in Harrisburg, so hopefully we find out soon how those kiddos did. We're going to start with our starting lineups. Number 1, Caitlin Van Rokel. Number 32, Courtney Brewer. Number 12, Sarah Schmitz. Number 4, Ashley Brewer. And Bentley Kohlbaum, number 14. Coaches are Jeff Newhart, Matt Hammett, and Emily Hensey.
The cheerleaders for the Parker Pheasants are Olivia
Cheerleaders for the Parker Pheasants: Skylar Clayton, Olivia Ellsworth, Graceland Johnson, Jolie Milkey, Allison Nankibble, and Izzy Webster.
Now the starting lineup for your hometown Parker Pheasants. At one guard, a 5'6" junior, number 23, Parker Lessman.
Parker Lessman, number 23.
7 senior, number 13.
Number 13, Hope Paulson, a senior this year.
5'11" senior, number 12, Janae Olson.
Number 12, Janae Olson, a senior.
Number 10, Mia Wright.
Number 10, Mia Wright, a sophomore.
Number 22, Taryn Fuller.
And Taryn Fuller will round out your starting lineup for the Parker Pheasants. Head coach is Jay Sanner.
Let's play some basketball.
And we will get going here at tip-off. Sorry, there's a lot of moving parts here. Just trying to make sure I've got a good view and can see these basketball numbers of these players. All right, right, Olsen and Kolbaum to face off for the tip-off. That's going to go in favor of the Huskies. Sarah Schmitz, a breakaway there. That's 2 for the Huskies. Larson with the pass over to Fuller. Fuller with the shot. Kolbaum with the rebound. Pass over to Schmitz. Schmitz to Brewer. Brewer to Brewer. Courtney with the long 3. That's going to be no good there. Larson with the rebound. Pass over to Lessman. Lessman to Wright. And Wright over to Larson. Larson to Olsen. Olsen passes it under the bucket there to Wright, who makes that basket. Sarah Schmitz bringing it over. Pass over to Courtney Brewer. Courtney surrounded there. Tries for a bounce pass to Kolbaum. It's going to get knocked loose. Recovered by a Pheasant. And they're going to call traveling on the Pheasants. Courtney to inbound. Schmitz to Van Rokel. Van Rokel to Brewer. Brewer to Schmitz. Back over to Brewer. Van Rokel finds a hole. Passes it through to Schmitz. Schmitz shoots, and that's a bucket. Right over to Larson. Larson back to Lessman. No, yeah, Lessman. To Fuller to Lessman. Hope tries for 3, and that's going to be no good. Ashley Brewer to rebound. Sarah Schmitz brings it up, and Van Rokel with the 3. She might have been, yeah, for 3. It's going to be taken over by the Huskies. Sarah Schmitz gaining control down there on the end. Brewer over to Van Rokel. Van Rokel to Brewer. Brewer to Schmitz. Schmitz for the shot. That's going to be no good. 2-7 here with Huskies leading. Lessman with possession. Over to Larson. Larson to Wright. Wright to Fuller. Back to Wright. It's going to be intercepted by Brewer. Pass to Schmitz. Schmitz can take it on the drive. Attempt is no good. Couple rebounds, and Parker gains possession. Lessman over to Larson. Pheasants looking for a play. Olsen to Wright. It's going to be a foul on the Huskies. First foul of the game. And Mia Wright is going to go to the line for 2. First is up and no good. Some substitutions. Number 21, Katie Belis coming in for the Parker Pheasants. Wright with her second attempt. Second shot up is good. Schmitz with the ball. Sarah to Caitlin. Over to Brewer. Back to Schmitz. Back to Brewer. Schmitz with the 3 attempt. Very close. Kolbaum with the rebound. Recovers that. Attempts for the shot. Attempts again. That's going to be taken over by Hope Larson. Driven down by the Pheasants. Wright looking for a move. Over to Belis. Back to Wright. Over to Olsen. to right. Back to Belis. Over to Larson, looking for a teammate back outside the key. Attempt for three, that's going to bounce off the rim. Schmitz to Van Rokel with her layup and two. And Van Rokel with the recovery, another two. It's going to be timeout Pheasants. We'll take a brief one along with them. Your full timeout. We're watching Husky basketball, brought to you by Fuller Digital Solutions.
Vermilion Medical Clinic is your trusted hometown healthcare provider. We provide family medicine and pediatrics with specialists in audiology, ear, nose, and throat, general surgery, nephrology, obstetrics and gynecology, orthopedic surgery, pulmonology, and urology. Vermilion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
All right, welcome back, Husky fans. Huskies are leading 11-3 in this first quarter. Your high school varsity girls basketball game. Parker to inbound. We got a new player in, number 5, Shayla Volts, the junior. Down the court and intercepted by Sarah Schmitz. Driven down, back to the basket. Over to Brewer. Brewer's going to attempt for three. That's going to be a miss. Recovered by Kitka. Kitka to Van Rokel. Ashley Brewer over to, back to Sarah Schmitz. Schmitz with the bounce pass to Curry. Caitlin with the long three. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by Parker Lessman. Lessman drives it up the court. Van Rokel blocking, shot is missed. Recovered by Parker. Second attempt, no good. And that's going to be attempted to be kept live by Brewer. Steps out of bounds. Parker's possession. Lessman to inbound. It's going to be snatched by Alyssa Kitka. Brought up the court by Sarah Schmitz. It's a long, hard pass to Brewer. Nicely recovered. Schmitz to Kitka. Kick out of Van Rokel over to Schmitz. Bounce pass back to Van Rokel. Over to Kitka. Brewer with the attempt. Josie with the attempted assist. Call a foul on Parker. Ashley Brewer go to the line for two. First one up and no good. Some Pheasants checking in. Number 22 coming in for, or Filler coming in for Larson. Second shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Belis. Volts. Back to right at the top of the key. Subs checking in. Courtney Brewer and Bentley Kohlbaum check it in for Sarah Schmitz and Ashley Brewer. Volts to inbound. Over to Olsen. Olsen's going to drive it up. Foul's called. Parker's going to inbound. Shayla Volts. Pass is going to go long. Lessman recovers. Pass to right. Blocked by Van Rokel and Kohlbaum. Van Rokel with possession. Drives it up the court. She's going to attempt for three. That's going to be no good. Curry on the Curry and Kohlbaum with the rebound. Going to call foul on Parker. Kohlbaum will go to the line. Shoot two. Bentley's first shot is up and no good. Kohlbaum's second shot is up and good. Huskies lead 12-3. 1:50 left in this first quarter. Interception attempt there by Josie Curry. She's going to knock it out of bounds. Parker's possession. Right to inbound, over to Volts. Long pass, up the court. Vilas over to Fuller. And Olsen with the bucket. Huskies take possession, bring it up the court. Kohlbaum to Van Rokel. Van Rokel to Brewer. Brewer to Kohlbaum. Back to Brewer. Over to Kitka. And Van Rokel looking for a hole. Brewer with the three attempt. It's going to be short there. Volts with the rebound recovery. That's going to go out of bounds on the Pheasants. Pheasants to inbound. Larson to pass in. Over to Olsen. Olsen attempts for two. That's going to be good. Sarah Schmitz and Ashley Brewer checking in for Alyssa Kitka and Josie Curry. Mia Wright checking out. Shot is up and no good. Kohlbaum with the rebound. Sarah Schmitz brings it up the court. Giving him time, gets that up. Over to Van Rokel. Van Rokel to Schmitz. Schmitz with the bounce pass over to Courtney Brewer. Over to Ashley Brewer to Courtney Brewer. And then over to Van Rokel. Van Rokel to Schmitz. Schmitz into Courtney. Courtney to Kohlbaum. Kohlbaum with the bounce pass over to Ashley. 3 seconds remaining on the shot clock. That's going to go out of bounds. .25 seconds remaining in the first quarter. This will be knocked away by Courtney Brewer. Recovered by Pheasant. Parker drives it out. Possession goes to EPJ. Ashley Brewer to inbound. Pass to Sarah Schmitz. 4 seconds left. Courtney Brewer with the long shot. Kohlbaum with the attempted assist. We'll take a quick break here as we gear up as we wrap up the first quarter and gear into the second.
Ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
In the last
And we are back with some more varsity girls basketball action here in Parker, South Dakota. Huskies take on the Parker Pheasants. Huskies leading 12-7. Start of this second quarter. Olsen with the attempt. Ashley with the rebound. Sarah Schmitz brings it up the court, passes over to Courtney Brewer. Schmitz to Brewer, Brewer to Kohlbaum, Kohlbaum over to Brewer for two. No, that was Lindley Schmitz. Lindley checking in for the first time. Excellent work, Lindley. For two, foul. One shot. That first one's no good. Rebounded by Parker. Brought up the court by Lessman. Lessman over to Olsen. Olsen to Belis. Repossessed by Courtney Brewer. Ashley with the long three. It's going to be no good. Scramble under the net. And that's going to be recovered by Lindley Schmitz. Attempt is no good. Excellent hustle by the EPJ Huskies here today. Lessman to Belis. Belis over to Fuller. Fuller back to Belis. Over to Olsen. No, Larson. Huskies recover. Ashley Brewer passes to Sarah Schmitz, brings it up the court, pass to Kohlbaum, over to Brewer. Brewer with the long pass to Sarah Schmitz, over to Courtney, bounce pass to Kohlbaum, bounce pass to Ashley Brewer under the net there. Scores it for two. Long pass here by Parker. Long three, that's going to be short, out of bounds. That's going to go to Huskies. Lindley Schmitz to inbound. Disregard. Ashley Brewer is going to inbound as Lindley makes her way out to the other side of the court. Sarah Schmitz brings it up, passes to Van Rokel. Van Rokel to Lindley. Lindley to Sarah. Sarah to Van Rokel. Van Rokel to Brewer. Long pass to Lindley Schmitz. Going to go a little bit over her head there. It's going to go out of bounds. Parker's possession, right to inbound. Parker to right. Right over to Fuller. Olsen with the ball. Curry applying pressure. Long pass over to Volts. Under the basket there. Huskies applying pressure. Schmitz with the rebound. Sarah drives it down the court. Long pass over to Van Rokel. Regains control. Brewer to Schmitz. Back to Brewer. Brewer looking for a pass. Lindley under the basket. Over to Curry. Curry with the attempt. Curry with the rebound. And another shot. It's going to be called there. Pheasants looking to drive it down the court. Volts under the basket. There's a long shot there. Recovered by number 2, Caitlin Lively, checking in for the first time. It's going to go out of bounds. Ashley Brewer to inbound. Over to Sarah Schmitz. Passes to Caitlin Van Rokel. Brewer to Sarah. Sarah to Ashley. Ashley to Caitlin. Caitlin looking to make a pass. Sarah Schmitz with the long 3. That's going to swoop out of there. Lindley Schmitz with the rebound. Curry with the rebound. Lindley getting aggressive in there. Courtney Brewer checking in. Bentley Kohlbaum checking in. And for the first time, Grace Peed checking in. Courtney inbounds to Van Rokel. Kohlbaum with the long 3. That's going to bounce in and out. And Grace Peed with the rebound there. Excellent work. Passes over to Van Rokel. Van Rokel to Brewer. Long 3 is going to bounce out. Parker's going to recover that ball. They're going to call foul, I believe. I was on Bentley Kohlbaum. Mia Wright to inbound. Over to Parker Lessman. Lessman drives it up the court. Hands it off to Volts. Volts to Olsen. And Courtney Brewer's going to intercept that ball and knock it out of bounds. Lessman to inbound for Parker. Lessman to Olsen. Olsen drives it up. Going to call foul. And Olsen's going to go to the line for 2. First one's up and good. Second one up and good, and Parker's going to call timeout. And we'll take one right along with him.
Turbulent Games of Parker, your locally owned and operated family-friendly gaming store. They have a wide variety of Magic the Gathering cards going back at least 3 years, Pokemon cards, and more. They host a high school Dungeons & Dragons night every Thursday, and players from around the area are always welcome. They have a wide variety of miniatures and miniature games for your enjoyment. Visit Turbulent Games of Parker, your local store for all things gaming.
Welcome back. We are back here. 3 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in this first half. Ashley Brewer to inbound. Over to Sarah Schmitz. Sarah's going to pass it up the court to Brewer. They're going to call traveling on Courtney. Update this timeout count here. Mia Wright to inbound. Over to Olsen. Olsen to Lively. It's going to be snatched there by Bentley Kohlbaum. Drives it up the court going to attempt for two. Call a foul on Bentley there. Subs coming in. Hope Larson checking in. Mia Wright to inbound over to Lessman. Lessman nonchalantly bringing it up the court. Over to Larson. Larson looking for a pass, and that's going to be missed by Volts there. Recovered by Lessman. It was a nice recovery there by the Pheasants. That could have gone badly. Caitlin Van Rokel and Josie Curry checking in for Grace Pede and Bentley Kohlbaum. Mia Wright to go to the line. First one is up and good. Second one up and good. It's going to bring Parker up to 11. Huskies still lead with 16. Sarah Schmitz's pass over to Josie Curry is going to go high and long. It's going to go out of bounds. Huskies going to take a timeout. We'll do a couple updates here. Some exciting news in the elementary end. So back in the fall, there was some fundraising going on, and we had the Holly Jolly linemen raised money, and I need somebody to remind me on what the money was being raised for. But we had Aiden Kellen came down and read to junior kindergarten and kindergarten. Ty Trometer came and read to first grade. My class loved it. It was perfect because the book that he read to us had to do with what we were talking about with our holidays around the world. So that was exciting for them. Dre Wagner came and read to second grade, and Caleb Niles came and read to third. Hunter Sharkey got to read as Santa Claus to the fourth graders, and fifth grade, Caleb Niles and Hunter Sharkey got to read to those classes as well. So the kids liked that kind of stuff, and it was a lot of fun being able to celebrate the holidays in a different way. So we are back to the action here. 2 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in the first half. This varsity girls basketball game. I can't get, Mia Wright is inbounding, but there's a pole in the way. Parker brings it down. Volts with the attempt. It's going to go long. Scramble under the net. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by one of our Huskies. Parker to inbound. Lessman to Volts. Volts to Olsen. Back to Volts. Volts to Lessman. Van Rokel applying pressure. Right over to Larson. Larson back to Volts. Volts to Olsen. And they are going to violate the shot clock. So ran out of time, and now it is EPJ's possession. Brewer inbounds. Sends it over to Schmitz. Parker providing full court coverage. Applying some pressure here. Brewer to Brewer. Brewer back to Van Rokel. Van Rokel to Ashley. Ashley to Courtney. Courtney to Caitlin. Courtney to Brewer. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Long three, and that's going to be good. Right. Passes to Olsen. Olsen to Lessman. Lessman to Larson. Larson to Olsen. Olsen to Volts. Volts at the top. As Lessman gets in there and shoots for two. Back down the court. Josie Curry with the attempted layup. It's going to miss. She's going to send it out, get everybody set up. Brewer's going to go for 3. It's going to be a foul on EPJ. And Mia Wright goes to the line for 2. First one's up and good. Lindley Schmitz checking in for Josie Curry. Second one up is short. It's going to be out of bounds. And Husky possession. Brewer. Van Rokel to Courtney. Courtney drives it up. And that's going to be stopped by Katie Belis. We'll call foul. And Courtney will go to the line for 2. First one up and good. Second one up is no good. Huskies with a 6-point lead. Long pass there, so it slipped through Olsen's hands. They're going to call that out on the Huskies, however. Larson to Olsen. Olsen with the attempt for 3. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by Volts. Recovered by Brewer. Call foul on the Huskies as Taryn Fuller takes the line for 2. First one's up and no good. Second one up, no good. Rebounded by Lindley Schmitz. Lindley to Sarah. Sarah to Ashley. Ashley back to Sarah. Sarah to Courtney. Courtney to Caitlin. Caitlin over to Schmitz. Five seconds remain on the shot clock. Parker's going to recover that ball. 2 seconds remaining. And that's going to be no good. That'll do it for the first half here. We'll take a few commercial breaks and be back for the second half with some basketball action.
Ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Ray Hybrids was founded in 1970 by Wendell Ray near Bath, South Dakota. Wendell's son joined the business in 1976. Over the years, the two succeeded and prospered by focusing on what matters most, the needs of farmers in the North. Ray Hybrids serve their farmers by working alongside them to understand what seed products work best in their fields and provide specific recommendations that fit the local environment. Visit them online at ray-hybrids.com. That's ray-hybrids.com to learn more about their proven products.
Jensen Insurance in Beersford, Elk Point, and Sioux Falls has been building relationships since 1944. We want to take care of what matters to you most, protecting your family, farm, business, or vehicles. We work with several companies to find you the best coverages and help cut your insurance costs. Visit our website for a complete list of insurance coverage options. You can trust that Jensen Insurance cares about you, just like we have for over 76 years. Visit us at jensenagencyonline.com or call 605-356-2037.
Welcome back, Husky fans. Players are coming back. We've got about 2 minutes left in this halftime period. A couple updates there. I got some information about the Holly Jolly linemen. The money they raised $3,200, which went to the Elk Point-Jefferson Food Pantry. The Thomas Kaczynski family, I know that they were looking at getting a new van to be able to help Thomas get around. And then the Caden Hammond family out in Fulton, South Dakota. He was the gentleman that had was recovering from leukemia and ended up with, I think it was West Nile. He passed away this fall, sadly. And I know our thoughts and prayers go out to his family during that difficult time. So congratulations to the Holly Jolly linemen for raising money for such worthy causes. We will take one more quick commercial break before we get into the second half of varsity girls basketball.
If you're considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done and customer testimonials.
Vermilion Medical Clinic is your trusted hometown healthcare provider. Family medicine, 10 visiting specialists, Vermilion's only pediatrician, and expanded convenient care hours. Because illness and injury don't keep office hours. Vermilion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Welcome back for some high school basketball action. Mia Wright gearing up to inbound for the Parker Pheasants. Huskies set up under the basket. Right to Lessman. Lessman drives it up. Van Rokel providing some coverage. And Sarah Schmitz, the breakaway for 2 to open up this second half. Lessman brings it up the court. Van Rokel sticking to her. Right to inbound. Sarah Schmitz. The layup, that's in the miss. That was an excellent interception. Right over to Lessman. Lessman with the long pass to Fuller. Fuller back to Lessman. Huskies never letting up. I like it when some of the players have confused looks on their faces because I don't know what that call was for. Van Rokel to Brewer. Courtney to Ashley. Ashley looking for a pass. Over to Sarah. Sarah to Courtney. Courtney to Caitlin. Caitlin to Schmitz. Schmitz loses control, recovers, and passes to Van Rokel. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Looking for an opening. Brewer with the 3. That's going to be no good. Rebounded by Pheasants. And recovered by Sarah Schmitz. Kohlbaum under the net. Bounce pass from Schmitz, and that'll get us 2. Lessman brings it up the court. Huskies applying pressure. Caitlin will not let her go. Lessman to Wright. Wright over to Larson. Back to Lessman, or back to Wright. Over to Lessman. call a foul on Bentley Kohlbaum. Volts coming in for Fuller, and Lindley Schmitz coming in for Kohlbaum. Lessman to inbound, over to Olsen. Olsen to Larson. Larson to right. Right back to Larson. Lindley won't let her by. Tumble there. Brewer to inbound for the Huskies. Courtney with the pass to Schmitz, brings it up the court. Van Rokel to Courtney, back to Caitlin. Caitlin looking for a drive. Lindley over to Brewer, under the basket. And hook shot up, and 2. Huskies applying pressure. Huskies lead 26-14. Here in the third quarter. Wright checking out. And Katie Belis checking in. Lindley Schmitz with the interception. Lindley to Brewer. Sarah Schmitz drives it up the court. Van Rokel attempts for 3. That's going to go bounce off the rim there. Lessman recovers. Brewer knocks it loose. It's going to roll out of bounds. And possession is going to go to Parker. Olsen to inbound. Olsen to Volts. Volts. Larson with the long 3. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by the Huskies. Van Rokel over to Schmitz. Schmitz to Brewer. Brewer to Lindley under the basket. Out to Courtney. Over to Van Rokel. Brewer with possession. Pass over to Schmitz. Schmitz under the basket. Lindley for 2. They're going to call foul on Pheasants. Courtney Brewer to inbound. Kitka checking in, as well as Grace Peed. Kitka to inbound. Over to Sarah. Sarah to Caitlin. Caitlin with the long pass. Over to Schmitz. Over to Lindley. Sarah with the long 3. That's going to bounce in and out. Parker with possession. I guess not. Sarah Schmitz to inbound for the Huskies. Schmitz to Peed. Peed back to Sarah. Sarah with the 3 attempt. It's going to bounce out. Grace with the rebound. Knocked loose, recovered. And Kitka, Van Rokel with the ball. Grace with the shot. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by Olsen. Olsen drives it up the court. Olsen looking for a pass. It's going to go to right underneath the basket, and they are going to shoot for 2. Huskies bringing up the ball up the court. Sarah leading the pack. Kitka to Curry. Curry with the 3. It's going to bounce out. No, that was Sarah Schmitz with the 3 attempt. That's not who that was. My apologies. Fuller. Call travel on Taryn Fuller. Courtney Brewer to inbound for the Huskies. Courtney to Van Rokel. Van Rokel brings it up. Over to Courtney. Over to her sister Ashley. Ashley back to Courtney. Ashley with the 3 attempt. It's going to be no good. Wright with the rebound. Caitlin Van Rokel with the foul there. A shove. Knocked loose and recovered by Caitlin. She's going to get pushed out of bounds. Brewer to inbound for the Huskies. Over to Caitlin. Caitlin. Ashley. Ashley to Courtney. Courtney with the pass back to Brewer. Ashley to Courtney. Kitka with the ball over to Grace Peed. Grace to Van Rokel. Van Rokel with the attempt. It's going to be no good. It's going to be rebounded by Olsen. Olsen drives it up the court. And Van Rokel is going to retake that ball. I don't know what they're calling all these fouls on Caitlin for, but EPJ fans are not happy. Right to inbound. Brewer applying pressure. Olsen over to Wright. Wright with the attempt for long 2. That's going to be 2 for the Pheasants. Hannah Neerman with the ball. Neerman over to Brewer. Brewer to Schmitz. Schmitz back to Brewer. Back to Neerman. Neerman to Courtney. Back to Hannah. Hannah with the long 3. It's going to bounce off the rim there. Fuller with the rebound. Fuller over to Volts. Volts to Wright. Wright's going to attempt for 2. That's going to be no good. Fuller there with the rebound and the answer. Huskies with an 8-point spread. Neerman to Brewer. Brewer to Schmitz. Schmitz with the 3. That's going to be no good. But Huskies rebound twice. Neerman over to Peed. Peed with the long 2. It's going to be no good. Recovered by Wright. Wright over to Volts. Volts slows it up. Neerman applying pressure. Neerman on coverage under the basket. Wright with the ball. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Call a travel on Parker. Subs coming in. Lessman and Fuller back in. Oh, I apologize. I was calling 21 Fuller. That's Belis. Ashley Brewer to inbound. 26 seconds remain in the third quarter. Brewer to Neerman. Neerman to Schmitz. Schmitz with the bounce pass over to Peed. Peed looking for a hole. Neerman over to Brewer. Brewer to Brewer. She's going to attempt for 3 and we'll call it good. 10 seconds remain. That'll do it for the third quarter. We'll take a brief break here and be back with the final quarter of this girls varsity basketball game.
Elk Point native Dr. Devin Penfield and the team at the dentist at Elk Point believe that your family deserves the highest level of dental care in a friendly and relaxing atmosphere. That's why they're happy to provide the community with a low-stress, comfortable dental home. Patients are loving and having the latest technology in a small-town setting. Dr. Penfield and her team enjoy serving such a wonderful community. Schedule your appointment today by calling 605-356-2271.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Welcome back. We are here in Parker. Huskies lead 31-20 in the final quarter. Ashley Brewer to inbound over to Sarah Schmitz. Sarah brings it up the court. Long pass over to Courtney. Courtney back to Sarah. Sarah to Van Rokel. Van Rokel across the court to Courtney. Courtney looking for a pass. Brewer. It's going to go. It's going to be no good. Schmitz to inbound. Over to Brewer. Brewer brings it back to Schmitz. Schmitz looking for a shot under the basket there. Fuller over to Volts. Volts to Belis. Belis to Lessman. Lessman with the shot attempt, and that's going to bounce in and out. Rebounded there. Team effort by Kohlbaum and Van Rokel. Brewer with the layup attempt. We're going to call a foul on number 12, Janae Olsen. Courtney's going to go to the line for two. First one's up and no good. Second shot is no good. It's going to roll out. Kohlbaum with the rebound. And shot is up and good. Or, yep, it is good. Kohlbaum with a foul shot. One shot. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Olsen. Knocked loose by Brewer. Huskies maintain possession. Brewer to Van Rokel. Van Rokel trying to get around. Pass over to Brewer. Back to Ashley for the three attempt. It's going to be short. And that's going to go out of bounds. Mia Wright checking in. Olsen to inbound over to Larson. Huskies applying full court pressure here. Wright with the ball. Brewer applying pressure. Lessman over to Fuller. Fuller with the attempted pass over to Olsen. Huskies snatch it out, and Sarah with the two. Wright brings it up the court. Gonna call foul on Ashley Brewer. Wright gets to inbound. Wright to Lessman. Lessman to Fuller. Fuller to Wright. And then repossessed by the Huskies. Caitlin loses a little control there. knocks it out of bounds. And Wright is going to inbound. Lessman with the ball. Reminds me of WKRP in Cincinnati, Les Nessman. Fuller over to Lessman under the net. A host of Huskies on her there. Kohlbaum trying to snatch that out of her hand. Lessman to inbound. It's going to go long over to Fuller. Fuller to Wright. Right up for two. And that basket's going to be good. Sarah Schmitz with the long pass to Van Rokel. Van Rokel under the net with a spin shot. It's going to be knocked loose. Parker's ball. Right to inbound. Lessman brings it up the court. Lessman to Fuller. Fuller tries to bring it up. Bentley in her face. Looking for the bounce pass to Lessman. Lessman to Wright. Wright over to Fuller. Fuller drives in. That's going to be knocked loose with Kohlbaum's attempt to recover. Be no good. Lindley Schmitz checking in. Bentley Kohlbaum checking out. Lessman to inbound. Lessman looking for teammate. Van Rokel intercepts. Drives it up the court. Van Rokel to Ashley. Van Rokel with the long pass over to Courtney. Courtney to Lindley. Lindley to Sarah. Sarah to Van Rokel. Caitlin looking for a teammate. Ashley under the basket's going to roll out. Wright with the rebound. Lessman with the long pass over to Larson. And that's going to slip through her hands there. Go out of bounds. Huskies ball down on the end. And that's going to be a timeout. We'll take one along with them. We'll be back here in a minute. You are watching Varsity Girls Basketball on with Fuller Digital Solutions.
Insurance in Beersford, Elk Point, and Sioux Falls has been building relationships since 1944. We want to take care of what matters most to you, protecting your family, farm, business, or vehicles. We work with carriers or companies like Auto Owners Insurance to find you the best coverages and help cut your insurance costs. Visit our website for a complete list of insurance coverage options. You can trust that Jensen Insurance cares about you, just like we have for over 75 years. Visit us at jensenagencyonline.com. Jensen Insurance, your local, independent auto owners insurance agency.
Welcome back. 4 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in this last quarter of our girls basketball game in Parker. Huskies lead 35-22. Ashley Brewer inbounds over to Sarah Schmitz. Bounce pass back to Ashley Brewer. Ashley brings it up over to Schmitz, over to Brewer. Courtney with the ball. Fuller applying pressure. Schmitz to Caitlin. Caitlin over to Courtney. Courtney to Sarah. Sarah to Lindley. At the top of the key. Bounce pass over to Van Rokel. 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Courtney with the attempt. She's going to be fouled. Go to the line for two. First one's up and good. Second one up, rebounded by Olsen. Olsen to Lessman. Sarah Schmitz applying pressure. Lessman brings it up. Pass over to Fuller. Lindley Schmitz getting in her face. Larson with the ball, looking for a pass. Courtney. Ashley Brewer to inbound. Sarah Schmitz brings it up, passes it to Courtney, back to Sarah. Sarah to Caitlin. Courtney to Sarah, Sarah to Caitlin. Caitlin drives it up. Long pass over to Sarah Schmitz. Sarah with the 3 attempt. It's going to go long. Ashley with the rebound. Courtney with the 3 attempt. It's going to be no good. Wright with the rebound. Brings it up the court. Passes over to Lessman. Lessman with the long pass to Volts. Volts tries to get it under the basket there. And that's going to be 2. Timeout called. We'll take a brief 30-second timeout along with them.
Quality care close to home. That's Horizon Healthcare in Elk Point. For immunizations and well child visits to family health, we're right here for all ages with convenient hours and timely appointments. Local care for you and your family makes life easier with less travel, greater personal attention, and overall wellness for life. That's Horizon Healthcare's Elk Point Community Health Center.
Welcome back, folks. Huskies are leading 36-24 in this final quarter of this basketball game. This is a rescheduled game from the snowstorm that happened on Thursday. So we ended up having a wrestling tournament happening in Elk Point the same day as this Parker game. Good luck to our athletes in Elk Point today. Brewer to inbound over to Van Rokel. Van Rokel drives it up the court. Parker applying pressure. Courtney to Ashley. Ashley with the shot. Shot's up and it'll bounce out. Kolbaum with the rebound and another attempt. Right to inbound over to Lessman. Lessman drives it up the court. Schmitz with the coverage. Under the basket with the attempt. It's going to be no good. Brewer with the rebound. Brewer to Schmitz. Schmitz to Van Rokel. Van Rokel with the shot. That's going to be 3 for Caitlin. Lessman with possession. Lessman to Olsen. Olsen drives it up the court. We're going to call a foul on Courtney Brewer. Lessman to inbound. Alyssa Kitka checking in for Courtney Brewer. Fuller with the ball. Fuller to Lessman. Lessman over to Olsen. Fuller with the 3 attempt. That's going to be good. Down the court, Kohlbaum under the net. It's going to be no good. Call it jump ball. As those girls topple down underneath the net. Mia Wright checks the ball in to Lessman. Lessman with the hook shot, will be no good. Rebounds for a second attempt, and that one is good. Ben Rocco with the ball. Timeout called. We'll take one along with him.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Welcome back, folks. Huskies with a 10-point lead, 39-29. Here with, I don't know how many minutes remaining because we've got the timeout clock running. I apologize. Yeah, nope, still don't know. Kohlbaum inbounds to Sarah. Sarah back to Bentley. Bentley to Caitlin. Knocked loose by Volts. Volts drives in under the net, and that's going to be 2 for the Parker Pheasants. Going to call another timeout. Minute 2 remaining in this fourth quarter. Take another brief timeout.
Elk Point native Dr. Devin Penfield and the team at the dentist at Elk Point believe that your family deserves the highest level of dental care in a friendly and relaxing atmosphere. That's why they're happy to provide the community with a low-stress, comfortable dental home. Patients are loving and having the latest technology in a small-town setting. Dr. Penfield and her team enjoy serving such a wonderful community. Schedule your appointment today by calling 605-356-2271.
And we're back. We inbound on the end. Ashley Brewer with the ball. Ashley over to Sarah. Sarah with the long pass over to Kohlbaum. Kohlbaum with the layup under the net for 2. Nice fast-paced answer there after that timeout. Larson with the ball. Larson to Wright. Wright thinking about a 3 and passes it off. Olsen under the net. They're going to call foul on EPJ. Kohlbaum checking out. Josie Curry checking in. Olsen at the line for 2. 39 seconds remaining. First one's up and good. Second one up and no good. Ashley Brewer with the rebound. Ashley with the long pass to Caitlin. Caitlin getting set up at the top of the key. Courtney over to Sarah. Sarah with the bounce pass back to Courtney. Courtney to Sarah. Sarah to Ashley. Take another timeout. Full timeout, but we'll be back in a minute.
Turbulent Games of Parker, your locally owned and operated family-friendly gaming store. They have a wide variety of Magic the Gathering cards going back at least 3 years, Pokemon cards, and more. They host a high school Dungeons & Dragons night every Thursday, and players from around the area are always welcome. They have a wide variety of miniatures and miniature games for your enjoyment. Visit Turbulent Games of Parker, your local store for all things gaming.
I guess he changed his mind. Not a full timeout? I'm confused. But we're back nonetheless. Courtney Brewer to inbound for the Huskies. Courtney to Sarah. 15 seconds remaining. Sarah over to Ben Rocco. Caitlin with the pass to Ashley. Ashley to Sarah. And that'll do it here. We'll take a break here as the boys get set up to start their matchup. Congratulations to the EPJ girls team as they take a win over Parker. We'll be back in a few.
Vermilion Medical Clinic is your trusted hometown healthcare provider. We provide family medicine and pediatrics with specialists in audiology, ear, nose, and throat, general surgery, nephrology, obstetrics and gynecology, orthopedic surgery, pulmonology, and urology. Vermilion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Ray Hybrids was founded in 1970 by Wendell Ray near Bath, South Dakota. Wendell's son joined the business in 1976. Over the years, the two succeeded and prospered by focusing on what matters most, the needs of farmers in the North. Ray Hybrids serve their farmers by working alongside them to understand what seed products work best in their fields and provide specific recommendations that fit the local environment. Visit them online at ray-hybrids.com. That's ray-hybrids.com to learn more about their proven products.
Jensen Insurance in Beersford, Elk Point, and Sioux Falls has been building relationships since 1944. We want to take care of what matters to you most, protecting your family, farm, business, or vehicles. We work with several companies to find you the best coverages and help cut your insurance costs. Visit our website for a complete list of insurance coverage options. You can trust that Jensen Insurance cares about you, just like we have for over 76 years. Visit us at jensenagencyonline.com or call 605-356-2037.
Welcome back, Husky fans. We are gearing up here for the boys varsity basketball game. They're going over some announcements here, emergency exits and whatnot at the Parker High School. We'll get started here with starting lineups in a minute.
This contest is being conducted under the guidance and regulations of the South Dakota High School Activities Association for the enjoyment and educational benefit of high school students. Good sportsmanship is essential for the success of these programs. Remember, you do not have to be an athlete to be a good sport. And now, the starting lineup for the Huskies.
Our starting lineup for the Huskies will be at center, number 0, Chase Fornia, a senior this year. At forward guard, number 2, Devin Schmitz, a senior this year. Forward guard, Jacob Scarman, a senior, number 11. And a guard forward, Alexander Scarman, a senior this year, number 12. And at forward, Easton Kemp, a senior this year. Coaches, Jake Otkin, Zach Ronning, and Adam Timmons.
The cheerleaders for the Parker Pheasants are Olivia Ellsworth, Gracelyn Johnson, Jolie Milkey, Allison Nankivel, Skylar Clayton, and Izzy Webster. Cheer coach is Jody Fryman. Now the starting lineup for your
starting lineup for the Parker Pheasants.
At one guard, a 6-foot senior,
number 2, Gabe Gillespie, a senior at guard. Number 5, Ray Trabnicek, a guard, a junior. Number 12, Landon Beck, a sophomore at guard. Number 4, Seth Van Vliet, a senior at guard forward. And Miles Meyer, number 32, a sophomore at center. Coaches are Austin Hurley and assisted by Donovan DeBoer. All right. And we will get underway here as Chase Fournier and Miles Meyer face off for the tip. That's going to go in favor of Parker, but knocked out of bounds. Huskies possession. Jacob Scarman to inbound, over to Alex. Alex to Devin. Devin back to Jacob. Seth Van Vliet's going to take over that ball. Gillespie over to Van Vliet. He's going to lose control there. Out of bounds. Going to be inbounded by Alex. Alex to Jake. Jake to Devin. Devin back to Jake, over to Alex. Alex with a long pass to Easton. Easton looking for an opening. Alex to Schmitz. Devin to Alex. Chase with the first 2 of the game. Landon Beck with the ball. Beck to Gillespie. Gillespie looking for an opening. Travnicek with the ball. Drives in. Stopped by a host of Huskies. Van Vliet with the ball. Over to Gillespie. Gillespie tries to drive in. It's going to be a no-go. Back to Gillespie under the basket. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Travnicek with the ball. It's going to be called a foul on the Huskies. No shot. Foul on Jake. Gillespie with the shot. Travnicek with the shot. Easton with the ball. Easton to Scarman. Scarman to Fournier. Scarman with the long 3, and that's going to be good. Gillespie with the ball over to Travnicek. Travnicek back to Beck. Beck to Meyer. Meyer with the handoff to Travnicek. Travnicek to Meyer. Nope. Back to Travnicek. Travnicek with the shot. It's going to bounce out. Rebounded by Beck. Van Vliet with the shot. It's going to be no good. Brought up the court by Scarman. Scarman with the shot attempt. That's going to be a foul. Alex will go to the line for 2. First shot is up. No good. Garrett Merkley checking in, as well as Evan Fournier. Chase Fournier and Devin Schmitz check out. Second shot is up and good. Huskies with a 6-point lead. Beck with the ball. Zoomed in a little bit too close here, folks. Apologies. Rebound the Huskies. It's knocked loose. Almost recovered there by Kemp. Jake Scarman run over there. Merkley to inbound. Merkley to Scarman. Scarman brings it up the court. Over to Alex. Alex to Jake. Jake to Keaton. Easton. Keaton. I'm just going to make up names now today. Apparently I'm tired. Easton is at the line for 2. First one's no good. Landon Weeman checking in, as well as Harley Davis. Easton's second shot is up and no good. Rebounded and knocked loose. Travnicek over to Beck. Easton with the repossession. They're going to call. They're going to call that on the Huskies. Davis to inbound. Gillespie checking in for Davis. Gillespie will inbound for the Pheasants. Gillespie to Beck. Back to Weeman. Weeman with the ball over to Travnicek. I feel like I'm announcing hockey with Travnicek. Gillespie with the ball. Back over to Van Vliet. Van Vliet to Gillespie. Gillespie to Travnicek. Over to Weeman. Van Vliet with the shot. It's going to be no good. Garrett Merkley with the recovery. That's going to be knocked loose by Travnicek and driven back up the court. Knocked out by Merkley. Fast-paced game here in the first quarter. Huskies lead 6-0. Beck with the ball. Pass over to Van Vliet. Van Vliet to Travnicek with the long 3 and no good. Rebounded by Beck. Beck to Gillespie. Gillespie to Travnicek. Travnicek to Beck for the long 3, and that's going to be good. That's going to be timeout. We'll take one along with them and be back in 30.
Insurance in Beersford, Elk Point, and Sioux Falls has been building relationships since 1944. We want to take care of what matters most to you, protecting your family, farm, business, or vehicles. We work with carriers or companies like Auto Owners Insurance to find you the best coverages and help cut your insurance costs. Visit our website for a complete list of insurance coverage options. You can trust that Jensen Insurance cares about you, just like we have for over 75 years. Visit us at JensenAgencyOnline.com. Jensen Insurance, your local, independent auto owners insurance agency.
And we are back. Garrett Merkley to inbound for the Huskies. Garrett to Devin, back to Garrett. Over to Caden. Caden to Devin, back to Caden. Bounce pass over to Evan. Evan with the long shot, rebounded by Chase. Foul on Chase as he takes that shot. First shot is up and good. Second shot is up and good. Back with the ball. Back over to Travnicek, over to Gillespie. Gillespie to Van Vliet. over to Travnicek, back to Van Vliet. Huskies applying pressure. Gillespie, or Van Vliet under the net. And call foul on Parker. Garrett Merkley to inbound for the Huskies. Garrett to Caden. Caden to Devin. Devin with the long pass to Garrett. Garrett to Evan. Evan to Schmitz. Schmitz to Moore. Moore drives in for two. They're going to call a foul on Parker as Caden attempts that layup there. He's going to go to the line for 2 shots. First shot is up and no good. Evan checks out, Easton checks in. Caden's second shot is up and good. And then Vliet to inbound for Parker, over to Beck. Beck to Gillespie, over to Van Vliet. Cross over to Travnicek, Beck with the ball, back to Travnicek. Over to Gillespie. Beck looking for a hole. Travnicek with the long three, it's gonna be no good. Rebounded by Jacob Scarman. Going to go out of bounds there, and they are going to call that possession on they're going to call it out on the Pheasants. Possession will go to Huskies. Devin Schmitz to pass in. Long pass over to Jacob Scarman. Number 10 is in. Carson Timmons. And we have a stuck ball. He's been living his whole life for this one. Here we go. The standing ovation here at the line. Our sports hero of the game. Beck with the ball. Long pass over to Travnicek. Gillespie. Gillespie back to Travnicek. Over to Van Vliet. Van Vliet to Beck. Beck to, I forgot his name already. Gillespie. Beck with the shot. Knocked back in by Davis. Shots up and spun in by the Pheasants. It's going to be 2. Fournier to Scarman. Scarman. Carson Timmons to inbound. Long pass will be intercepted by Van Vliet. Back to Gillespie, back to Beck. Back over to Van Vliet with the shot, but it's going to be no good. Travnicek to Beck. Back to Travnicek. Drives in. Bounces it out to Gillespie. Beck with the ball. Beck back to Gillespie. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Long three by Gillespie. Chase Fournier with the rebound. Timeout called by Coach Otkin. We will take one right along with them. We'll be back here in a brief second.
Quality care close to home. That's Horizon Healthcare in Elk Point. For immunizations and well child visits to family health, we're right here for all ages with convenient hours and timely appointments. Local care for you and your family makes life easier.
with less travel, greater personal attention, and overall wellness for life. That's Horizon Healthcare's Elk Point Community Health Center.
And we are back. Huskies lead 9-5 here in the first quarter, a minute 1 remaining. Parker with possession. Gillespie to inbound. Huskies are set up under Parker's net. Beck brings it up. Cross over to Gillespie. Beck with the ball. Over to Gillespie. Drives in under the net. He's looking for a pass. Travnicek under the net. Squirreling on his way in. Davis saves the ball, but knocks it over to, I think it was Schmitz. Or Easton with the ball. Scarman over to Kempf. Kempf drives in, rebounds his own shot. Travel called on Easton. Shot is going to be no good. Gillespie to inbound for Parker. Passes it to Beck. Back with the ball over to Van Vliet. Van Vliet with the spin move there. Van Vliet's going to go to the line for 2. First one's up and good. Second shot is up and good. Huskies pass it down the line. Schmitz with a little attempted shot before the half or the quarter buzzer. We'll take a brief break as we gear up for the second quarter.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
And we are back. Huskies lead 9-7 at the beginning of this second quarter. It will be Huskies possession. Alex Scarman to inbound for the Huskies. Over to Garrett Merkley. Merkley to Scarman. Scarman back to Merkley. Merkley with the pass to Evan, and that'll be for 2. Beck to Gillespie. Gillespie back to Beck. Stuck under the Huskies basket. Long pass over to Travnicek. Travnicek drives it down. Gillespie for the long 3. That's going to be no good. Rebounded by Beck. Beck to Van Vliet. Van Vliet with the pass over to Travnicek. Bounce pass to Van Vliet. Back out to the outside to Beck. Beck drives in for 2. No good. Rebounded by Schmitz. Passed to Merkley. Merkley with the long pass to Easton. Easton to Scarman, who attempts for the shot. It's going to be no good. And they're going to call jump ball. Took a while for them to call that. They were fighting for a while. Gillespie inbounds to Beck. Beck to the Travnicek with the bounce pass to Van Vliet. Van Vliet to Beck. Van Vliet to Gillespie, who drives in under the net. It's going to be dominated there by Easton Kemp. Long pass to Merkley. Merkley to Alex. Alex with the 2. Huskies providing pressure. It's going to be called out of bounds. Reed Saylor to inbound for the Huskies. Saylor to Merkley. Merkley to Scarman. Scarman with the pass back to Merkley. Merkley to Fornia. Over to Chase. Chase with the attempted backhand shot. It's going to be no good. Saylor to inbound, over to Evan. Evan to Garrett. Garrett to Jacob. Back to Merkley. Merkley to Scarman. Scarman to Merkley. With the attempted pass to Evan Fournier, that's just going to just skate out of his fingertips there. It's going to go out of bounds. Pheasant possession. Gillespie to inbound. Huskies provided full court coverage. Gillespie over to Beck. Beck covered up there. Huskies back. And Jacob Scarman with the layup, and that'll be 2 for the Huskies. Travnicek trying to find partner here. Going to call timeout. We'll take one right along with them. We'll be back. You're watching high school boys volley basketball, brought to you by Fuller Digital Solutions.
Elk Point native Dr. Devin Penfield and the team at the dentist at Elk Point believe that your family deserves the highest level of dental care in a friendly and relaxing atmosphere. That's why they're happy to provide the community with a low-stress, comfortable dental home. Patients are loving and having the latest technology in a small-town setting. Dr. Penfield and her team enjoy serving such a wonderful community. Schedule your appointment today by calling 605-356-2271.
Back here in Parker, South Dakota, as the Huskies take on the Pheasants. We are in the second quarter here, about 13 seconds remaining on their timeout. Huskies lead 15-7. It's going to be Pheasant possession was Gillespie to inbound. Gillespie to Beck. Beck to Travnicek. Back to Beck. Ooh, intercepted by Merkley. Merkley to Evan, and Evan with the layup, and that is 2 for EPJ. Evan Fournier, the interception, over to Scarman for 2. Parker inbounds. Van Vliet with the ball over to Gillespie. Gillespie to Travnicek. Chase providing coverage. Gillespie with the ball. Gillespie to Van Vliet. Scarman knocks it loose. Playing some aggressive ball. Ethan Caston is checking in for Van Vliet. Gillespie to inbound. Meyer back in. Beck over to Gillespie. Gillespie to Caston. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. That's going to be no good. Beck with the rebound. Beck to Travnicek, over to Gillespie. Back to Travnicek. Beck looking to make a move. Fornia gets a piece of it. Travnicek to Beck. Travnicek with a long three. It's going to be no good. Bounce out. Jacob Scarman with the rebound over to Timmons. Timmons with the ball and the shot. It's going to be no good. Travnicek grabs that one. Long pass. That's going to go out on Pheasants. Davis coming in for Meyer. The Pheasants. Huskies will continue their current lineup. Jake Scarman to inbound. Over to Merkley. Merkley to Timmons. Back to Merkley. Over to Chase. Under the net. Over to Evan. And that's going to be 2 for EPJ. Beck looking for a move. That's going to go out of bounds. Provided some coverage there. Lots of pressure being put on these Pheasants by the Huskies. We've got a line change here. On the court we have Alex Scarman, Devin Schmitz, Caden Moore, Carson Timmons, and Easton Kemp. Huskies applying some full court pressure here. Gillespie to Caston. Caston to Beck. Beck drives in, tries to get it under the net. Layup there is good for 2. Caden Moore with the long pass over to Easton. Easton to Schmitz. Schmitz to Easton. Over to Carson Timmons. Tries for that 2. It's going to be knocked away and rebounded by Beck. Beck nearly runs over Caden Moore. Van Vliet back in. Pass to Gillespie, back to Van Vliet. Van Vliet with the 3. It's going to bounce off the rim. Rebounded by Devin Schmitz. Now we're going to call holding something. I don't know. There was a lot of fist pumping happening there, so. Travnicek checking back in. It's going to be shot for Devin Schmitz. One shot is up and good. 22-9 here in Parker. 3 minutes, 6 seconds remain in the I thought we were in the second period. Scoreboard is saying third. Caston with the ball. Over to Beck. To Van Vliet. Van Vliet's going to shoot, and that's going to be a long 3 for Parker. Ball's being brought down there now by Schmitz. Schmitz knocked loose there, and Beck's going to get it for 2. Easton with the ball. Pass over to Caden. Caden with the long 2, and that's going to be good. Van Vliet with the ball over to Travnicek. Back to Van Vliet. Long pass over to Caston. Caston's going to shoot and going to be no good. Caden Moore with the rebound and drives it back down. Caden to Scarman. Scarman to Kemp. Kemp with the long attempt is going to be no good. Recovered by Caston over to Beck. Back to Travnicek. Travnicek with the shot over to Davis. Back to Caston. Travnicek to Beck. Beck to Davis. Looking to make a move. Knocked loose by Alex. They're going to call foul. Van Vliet to inbound for Parker. Huskies bring it down the court. Schmitz with possession. Schmitz to Moore. Back to Schmitz. Bounce pass to Kempf, and he's going to get that for 2. Apologies here, folks. 27-17. Beck drives in. The pass to Davis. Over to Van Vliet for 3. Moore with the ball. Over to Schmitz. Schmitz with the pass to Timmons. Over to Scarman. Scarman shoots, and it's going to be no good. Rebounded by Van Vliet. Passed over to Beck. Beck drives it up the court. He's going to look for a pass to Travnicek. Travnicek drives it in. Stopped by Schmitz. Bounce pass out to Beck. Over to Van Vliet. And back to Travnicek, who drives in, top of the key, goes up for layup, and it's going to be no good. Rebounded by Kempf. Over to Schmitz, drives down under their net, goes up for 2, and that's going to be no good. Rebounded by Scarman. Scarman's going to go up for 2, and that's going to be no bueno. They are going to get a foul there. Alex at the line for 2. First one's up and good. Second one's going to be up and good. We'll get that added to the scoreboard here in a second. Beck with the ball. Drives in. Evan Fournier providing pressure there. 3 by Van Vliet. Missing the play here. And that'll be our halftime. There, they got the scoreboard figured out. That's going to be halftime now, not the third period. We'll be back in a little bit after some commercial breaks.
Ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Computing today.
Ray Hybrids was founded in 1970 by Wendell Ray near Bath, South Dakota. Wendell's son joined the business in 1976. Over the years, the two succeeded and prospered by focusing on what matters most, the needs of farmers in the North. Ray Hybrids serve their farmers by working alongside them to understand what seed products work best in their fields and provide specific recommendations that fit the local environment. Visit them online at ray-hybrids.com. That's ray-hybrids.com to learn more about their proven products.
Jensen Insurance in Beersford, Elk Point, and Sioux Falls has been building relationships since 1944. We want to take care of what matters to you most, protecting your family, farm, business, or vehicles. We work with several companies to find you the best coverages and help cut your insurance costs. Visit our website for a complete list of insurance coverage options. You can trust that Jensen Insurance cares about you, just like we have for over 76 years. Visit us at jensenagencyonline.com or call 605-356-2037. Turbulent Games of Parker, your locally owned and operated family-friendly gaming store. They have a wide variety of Magic the Gathering cards going back at least 3 years, Pokemon cards, and more. They host a high school Dungeons & Dragons night every Thursday, and players from around the area are always welcome. They have a wide variety of miniatures and miniature games for your enjoyment. Visit Turbulent Games of Parker, your local store for all things gaming. Since the 1960s, McClory Engineering, Inc. has been committed to providing professional civil engineering and land surveying services to our tri-state public and private clients. We're a small firm focused on serving every client with professional and technical insights drawn from decade-long relationships. We will deliver the best engineered, planned, economical design projects for our clients through our knowledgeable staff. Contact McClory Engineering, Inc. and find us online, McCloryEngineering.com.
And we are back to some basketball action as we start the second half of this afternoon game. Huskies lead 29-23 here at the start of the third quarter, second half. Parker with possession. Gillespie inbounds over to Beck. Scarman providing pressure. Davis under the net there. We're not going to count it. Foul is called. Foul on the Huskies. Gillespie to inbound. Gillespie to Beck. Beck for three. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by Easton Kemp. Easton drives it up the court. Spins around and passes it off to Devin Schmitz, who attempts for three. It's going to go long, bounce off the rim, and Beck's going to rebound. Beck drives it up the court, followed closely by Alexander Scarman. Travnicek loses the ball. Evan Fournier regains it, loses it, gets it to Schmitz. Schmitz takes it in, and Jake Scarman with the two. It's fast-paced basketball, folks. Travnicek. That's going to be a travel. Scarman to inbound for the Huskies. Scarman under the pheasant basket. Over to Kemp. Back to Scarman. That's going to be grabbed at by Travnicek. Covered with the pass to Alex. Alex to Devin. Devin with the layup. It's going to go. I don't know what happened there. I know it went in. I don't think they counted. And there was somebody ended up on the floor. And nobody is happy right now. Gillespie to inbound. Long shot over to Davis, who knocks it out of bounds. And they're going to retake possession here. 31-23. Alex Scarman inbounds over to Jake. Jacob to Alex. That's going to go long. Not sure what's going on. Nobody's sure what's going on. Alex to inbound over to Easton. Easton to Devin with the bounce pass. Back over to Easton. Up to Alex. Alex goes for a shot. Decides nope. And sends it over to Jake. Jake to Easton. Easton for two. Beck with the ball. He's going to throw that out of bounds. That's going to be black ball. Jacob Scarman inbounds to Alex. Alex to Devin. Devin to Easton. Easton to Jacob. Jacob to Alex. Alex to Easton. Back to Jacob Scarman with the long three, and that's going to swish in for three. Long court pass. Almost knocked loose by Alexander Scarman. Gillespie to inbound. Schmidt saves it, knocks it over to Davis. Davis takes it up for two. Merkley over to Kempf. Kempf to Scarman. Scarman to Kempf. Kempf drives it in. They're going to call that foul on Parker. Easton's going to go to the line. 4. So they called that foul on 14 Davis as blocking, and Keaton's going to go to the line for 1. From what I understand, what the ref's hand say. Yep, 1, perfect. Get this scoreboard updated. It's currently 39-25. I have it 37. Davis with the ball over to Van Vliet. Van Vliet with 3, and it's going to be no good. Nice recovery by Scarman to Kent. Oh, Forty is going to throw that long. That was a nice hustle by the Huskies. Sometimes these things happen. All right, we'll get this scoreboard updated here. 39, click. 39-25. Gillespie, Travnicek passing it back and forth as they bring it up the court. Huskies providing pressure. It's going to be tipped out, and Scarman's going to recover that. Merkley with the pass to Evan. It's going to be knocked out by Davis. Devin Schmitz to inbound for the Huskies. Devin with the pass to Jacob. Jacob back to Devin. Devin goes for 3. It's going to go long, and then Evan is going to grab that. Going to call foul on Parker. Devin Schmitz to inbound. Devin to Easton. Easton blew a shoe. I'm going to call a quick timeout. We'll take one along with him. He blew a tire, folks.
Elk Point native Dr. Devin Penfield and the team at the dentist at Elk Point believe that your family deserves the highest level of dental care in a friendly and relaxing atmosphere. That's why they're happy to provide the community with a low-stress, comfortable dental home. Patients are loving and having the latest technology in a small-town setting. Dr. Penfield and her team enjoy serving such a wonderful community. Schedule your appointment today by calling 605-356-2271.
And we're back here in Parker, second half of the boys basketball game. Huskies lead 39-25. Garrett Merkley to inbound for the Huskies. Over to Evan Fournier. Back to Merkley with the long three. It's going to be no good. Easton's going to rebound that and answer with 2 coming out of that timeout. It's going to be a long pass. Intercepted by Scarman. Lots of just action shots here. 3 by Devin Schmitz. Some fast-paced basketball, folks. I don't know why I want to keep calling this volleyball. I apologize. It's been a long day. Davis at the line. First one's no good. Evan Fournier and Caden Moore, or Chase Fournier and Caden Moore checking in. Jacob Scarman and Easton Kemp checking out. Davis's second shot is up and good. 44-26. Chase Fournier to inbound for the Huskies. Check that. Garrett Merkley to inbound for the Huskies. Garrett drives it up the court, over to Fournier. Fournier stops it. Caden Moore slows it up, sees for a pass, and over to Merkley. Merkley to Schmitz. Schmitz with the bounce pass over to Caden. Caden takes the shot, and that's going to be slapped out of his hands there by Van Vliet. Huskies take possession. Schmitz to Evan. Evan Fournier over to Caden Moore. With the shot up to Evan, who attempts for 2 to be just a little short. Rebounded there by number 15, Landon Weeman. Van Vliet with the shot for 3, and that's going to be good. 3. Click it. Schmitz to Moore. Schmitz drives it up. Evan Fournier with the ball. He's gonna get it back. Fournier for 2. Down the court. Bounce pass back and forth to Travnicek and Weeman. Travnicek to Caston. Caston to Van Vliet with the attempt for 3. It's gonna be no good. Chase Fournier with the rebound. My apologies, folks. Evan with the ball now. Evan Fournier goes to the line for 2. First one's good. Second one is up, and she's good. Gillespie sets up to inbound for Parker. Pheasants bring it up the court as Huskies get set on defense. Travnicek up for 2. It's going to be good. Caden looking for a pass over to Timmons. Timmons to Merkley. Merkley to Fournier. Fournier is up and good. Well, sorry, his shot was up. He's going to go to the line for 2 shots. First shot's up and good. Subs coming in. Beck checking in for Travnicek. Chase's second shot is up and good. Back with the ball. Over to Van Vliet. Attempt for three. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by Easton. Easton to Caden. Caden to Garrett. Garrett to Carson. Carson's going to be long there. Travnicek and Meyer checking back in. Wayman coming out. And Van Vliet checking out as well. Travnicek. Bounce pass in to Beck as he brings it up. Huskies get set on D. Meyer with the ball. Over to Travnicek. Beck. Knocked loose by Huskies. Caden Moore with the ball. Drives in, passes to Chase. Chase over to Timmons. Timmons up for two, and it's good. Excellent fast-paced play there by the Huskies. Meyer under the basket. Blocked there by Easton. He said not today. Travnicek with the long three. It's going to bounce loose, and Chase is going to rebound that, looking for a teammate. Passed it a little quickly. It's all good. It happens. And we're going to have a referee conference here. Garrett to inbound. Passes long to Chase. Chase to Easton. Easton with the bounce pass to Chase. Chase to Caden. Caden for three. Going to bounce off the rim. Beck's going to rebound that ball, drive it down court. Layup, it's going to be no good. Rebounded by Travnicek. Travnicek stuck under the rim there. All right, we're going to have a whole new lineup here, folks. Alex and Jake Scarman checking in. 30. Reed Saylor checking in. And Devin Schmitz checking in. Evan Fournier on the court as well. Beck over to Davis. Davis to Travnicek. Travnicek to Van Vliet. Van Vliet for the three. Gonna get a piece of that by Husky. He slapped loose there by Alex. It's going to be just a little bit too much power on there. It's going to not quite get it to Jacob. Or was that Devin? I think that was Devin. Landon Beck bringing the ball up. Over to Davis. Davis to Travnicek. Shoots for three. Rebounded by Devin Schmitz. Devin to Evan. Evan to Scarman. Scarman to Schmitz. Schmitz to Fournier. Fournier up for three, and it's going to be good. Meyer passes back out. Beck with the ball. Van Vliet with the bounce pass to Meyer. Meyer with the shot attempt. It's going to be two and a foul called. I don't know if it'll count or not. I'll wait for the scoreboard. Shot is good. Meyer goes to the line for one. And that's going to be good. 20 seconds remain here in the third quarter. 55-34 in favor of the Huskies. Scarman inbounds to his brother. Saylor with the ball over to Jake. Devin to Alex. 6 seconds remaining. Alex with the three. It's going to be no good. Rebounded there by Van Vliet as he shoots. It's going to be no good. That'll do it for the third quarter. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back after these messages.
Vermilion Medical Clinic is your trusted hometown healthcare provider. Family medicine, 10 visiting specialists, Vermilion's only pediatrician, and expanded convenient care hours. Because illness and injury don't keep office hours. Vermilion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Todd's Electric Service with shops in Pierre and Vermilion. We offer a full spectrum of electrical services covering Central, North Central, and Southeast South Dakota. We are licensed, insured, and ready to work on your agricultural, commercial, or residential project. Need a quote? Give us a call. Todd's Electric Service, the line to power.
And we are back, folks. Last quarter of this afternoon basketball game. It's going to be Husky possession. Alex to inbound. Alex to Jacob. Jacob to Devin. Back to Jacob. Scarman to Scarman to Scarman. Over to Schmitz. Back to Scarman. Jacob goes up for a layup, and that's going to be good. Got a backhanded loop-de-loo there. Back to Travnicek. Travnicek to Gillespie. Over to Van Vliet. And Reed Saylor is going to take possession of that ball, drive it down the court. Over to Devin. Devin for the long three. It's going to bounce out. Van Vliet with the rebound. Drives it up the court. They're going to call. There's a block there by the Huskies. Parker will take possession. Gillespie to inbound. Under their own basket. Travnicek. Over to Beck. Beck to Van Vliet for three. It's going to be no good. Recovered by the Pheasants. Beck with attempt for three. That's going to bounce out. Huskies will take possession. Evan Fournier on the end there to bounce in. Over to Scarman. Scarman brings it up the court. Devin Schmitz with the ball. Back to Jacob. Over to Schmitz. Reed Saylor with the ball. Reed to Devin. Devin to Evan. Evan back to Reed. Reed for three. It's going to bounce in and out. Evan with the rebound and two. Beck with the ball. Back to Gillespie. Gillespie for two. They're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll take one right along with them. We'll be back after these messages. You're watching high school basketball, brought to you by Fuller Digital Solutions.
If you're considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done and customer testimonials.
Welcome back, folks. get set up here. And it's going to be Huskies possession over on the end. Scarman checks inbounds for the Huskies. Levi Miller on the court. Meyer with the rebound. Beck. Van Vliet with the ball for 2. That's going to be no good. Let's make sure that I got that name right. Yep, Levi Miller checking in. Van Vliet at the line for 2. First one's up and good. Second one up, rolls out. Schmitz on the rebound. Schmitz with the bounce pass over to Jacob Scarman. Scarman to Kempf. Kempf to Evan. It's going to be 3 long and a bounce off the rim there. Long pass from Van Vliet to Beck, who grabs it for 2. Levi Miller over to Easton Kempf. Kempf to Schmitz and Schmitz to Scarman. Back to Schmitz. Schmitz with the 3, 2, 3. That was right. Back with the ball. Knocked loose. Grabbed by Scarman. Driven down for 2, and it's in. Gillespie with the long 3. That's going to bounce. No good. Scarman with the rebound. Scarman to Schmitz. Over to Kempf. Kempf to Fournier. Fournier to Schmitz for 3. That's going to bounce. No good. Rebounded by Meyer. Over to Gillespie. Gillespie covered there by Miller. Van Vliet bounces it over to Meyer, who shoots for 2 on a foul. One shot. Caden Moore checking in. Scarman checking out. Garrett Merkley checking in. Schmitz checking out. Meyer at the line for 1. It's up and no good. Rebounded by Evan Fournier. Evan to Caden. Moore bringing it up the court. Drives in. Slows it down. Pass to Fournier. Over to Reed for 2. Jack Wilkes is checking in for Parker. Wilkes, and they don't have number 22 listed on here, so I have no idea what his name is. Maybe it's Jevin Erickson. Erickson to Wilkes. Wilkes to Gortmaker. Gortmaker over to Kilborn. Kilborn to Wilkes for the shot for 3. Caden down the court. Over to Saylor. Saylor to Timmons. Timmons to Miller. Miller with the bounce pass to Saylor. Saylor for 2. Parker brings it down the court. 68-44 here in the final quarter. 3 minutes, 16 seconds remaining. Number 30, Kilborn. The shot, no good. Rebounded by Caden Moore. Driven down the court. He's going to go for 2. He's going to bounce out. Grayson Gerard checking in. Ashton Fairbanks on the court. 34, Landon Johnson. Up for three, no good. Whoa! Davis hit him in the head. A head slap there. 55 checking in. Hudson Kempf. Kempf to Gerard. Gerard with the bounce pass to Johnson. It's going to be knocked out by Parker. Grayson inbounds over to Johnson. Scramble there by Johnson and Lehman. Gerard to inbound. Hudson for three. It's going to bounce out. Brought up by the Pheasants. Gortmaker with the ball. Intercepted there by Hudson Kempf, and then knocked back out by one of the Pheasants. Hudson to inbound. Over to Gerard. Grayson brings it up the court. Over to Ashton Fairbanks. Back to Gerard. Back to Fairbanks. Over to Carson Timmons. Back to Ashton. Landon Johnson with the attempt. Hudson Kempf. It's going to go long. .68-44 here. 2 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the last half. Wilkes to Erickson. Brings it up the court. Over to Gortmaker. Gortmaker to Wilkes. Wilkes to Kilborn. Kilborn to Ross. Ross to Wilkes for two. We'll have a full timeout, and we'll be back after these messages.
Ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Today.
Miller inbounds to Gerard. Back to Miller. Miller shoots for three, and that's going to be a swish for Levi. Wilkes over to Gortmaker. Recovered there by Miller, or intercepted. Over to Hudson. Hudson to Grayson. Grayson back to Levi. Levi to Hudson. Hudson to Ashton. Ashton up for two. Erickson over to Wilkes. Wilkes to Ross. Ross with the bounce pass back to Wilkes. Over to Gortmaker. Gortmaker to Wilkes. Wilkes for three. It's going to be no good. Bounce out. Grayson inbound for Huskies. Grayson to Levi. Back to Grayson. Miller to Gerard. Over to Kempf. Kempf for three. It's going to be no good. Tipped back to Ashton Fairbanks. Snagged there by Levi Miller. Over to Gerard. 14 seconds remaining in the game. Ross over to Erickson. Erickson drives it up the court. 7 seconds remaining. Gortmaker at the top. And that will be the game here in Parker. Congratulations to the Huskies. It was nice to see all those players get some time on the court. And again, congratulations here to both the boys and the girls team as they respectively won each of their matchups. That will do it for me here in Parker today. Next basketball action will be in Irene, Wakanda on Tuesday, the 20th. We hope to have coverage that evening. I will be there along with Kendall. Potentially. We're waiting on some confirmation things. So, again, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. For Fuller Digital Solutions, I will sign off, and hopefully Kendall will be back next time.